What's going on, everybody? This is John Jank Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with yet another update from the boys over at Varsity Football, checking out what's going on with the Varsity Football video game. So if you like these kind of updates and you like my analysis, by the way, do me a favor, man. Make sure you go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you happen to be brand new, and let me know what your personal thoughts are about these development update that just broke on social media. Let me know down in the comments. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and jump right into it, as the April 2022 development update from Varsity Football was recently released, and it talks about 4 different aspects of their game that they did end up working on over the course of this past month, right? So the first thing that they talked about, and probably something that you guys really care about the most, I mean, what you should care about from any sports video game, the gameplay on the field. That's going to create replayability regardless with how big or how small your gaming studio is. And I mean, they got a solid thing going, man. They got 5 guys, which for a first game, you know, really not that bad. For reference, when Maximum Football 2019 was created, there was really only 2 people that really worked on the game, one of which was actually a full-time developer. The other was more of a social media kind of role. Just to give you a little bit of context about that, if you want to compare Varsity to Maximum Football. But you know, they already are starting to work on the on-field aspects of this video game. They are going to be using the Unity engine for this affair. Still nothing definitely definitive at this time, but the fact that they're already starting to work on the on-field aspects of this game, you know, really tells me that they are making significant progress, and it makes me think that there is somewhat of a chance, at least a legitimate chance, that we will see the first Varsity game being released in 2022, and that's going to really help strengthen the indie football gaming market, in my opinion. Yet that being said, that is not even what I'm the most excited about in general. What I'm really the most excited about, it's only going to get better here, guys. Team generation. We get confirmation here in this development update post that we are going to have the ability in this game to edit everything. So it's going to be a sandbox mode. So not only do you get the chance to have all of these options in terms of what state you want to start in, what city you want to start in, you know, really almost any city you could think of, it will most likely be in the game, but you'll be able to edit everything to really create a unique atmosphere for your high school dynasty, right? And that is something that's really has not been done. I mean, we've seen a sandbox mode for college football, but it's easier to do that when there's 130 teams only at the Division 1 FBS level, or at least at the time that Maximum Football 2020 was released. Varsity Football, man, I mean, all those different options, all those different teams, and to still have that, that's absolutely huge. And not only is the team generation, that's really cool to see, but the coach creation portion as well. The second half of this development update, all about the coaches. Coach creation. They are now starting to work on the core of each individual coach, you know, to include name, appearance, hometown, and check this out, daytime job, because for those that are more familiar with high school football, not every high school football coach is just a high school football coach. You know, many of the high school football coaches, particularly if you're a coordinator, you have a daytime job, whether that be employed within the school system, you know, as a teacher or a substitute teacher, or, you know, just, you know, something as mundane as an accountant, or, you know, personal fitness trainer. I mean, I'm just rattling off occupations off the top of my head, but, you know, that is really cool to see, really the attention to detail that they're putting in towards the coach creation, particularly for those that, you know, aren't going to be a head coach. And that also, you know, it reminds me of some aspects of College Hoops 2K8. They have personality and ambition. You know, how likely is a coach going to pursue a better opportunity? scouting, checking out kids at the middle school level, seeing how they will project to your high school football team, right? So each coach will feel unique and add to the team dynamic. That is extremely cool, and I think that's going to create some immersion of this dynasty. And speaking of coaches, they're also in the process, like they set out to do in the beginning, they're trying to create the largest coaching carousel in video game history. You got all these states, you got all these teams in 50 states, and they're going to interact with each other in some way. That is extremely cool, man. So that includes, they're going to include generating and tracking various goals, which, that's always going to be different, depending on what school you end up starting at. Of course, smaller schools that don't have as much tradition, it's not going to be as much pressure, I would imagine, from the boosters or notable parents as there is maybe such as a IMG Academy, for example, where expectations are always sky high. You're expected to produce college talent. So this is a really awesome development update, but I'm gonna leave it up to you guys in terms of what you think. You have the right to create your own opinion, but based off what I'm reading just off screen, man, I am really excited about varsity football, and I am certainly willing to give this game a try. Just to support them, in a more personal way, just to see how that first iteration is. I still don't have sky high expectations, just because it is their very first iteration of varsity football. So when this first game drops, I'm sure there's going to be some kinks that will need to be worked out, but just the concepts that they're talking about, between this and the last varsity related football video that I was talking about, they have some really extremely awesome concepts here, and I really think you should give them a chance. But with that, I am going to sign off here. If you enjoyed the content, again, make sure you smash that like button. If you enjoy my analysis, as well as enjoy original NCAA content, I got a couple of series on the channel. It's not just gaming news over here. And of course, hit that subscribe button as well if you're brand new and like what you're hearing and seeing, man. But with that, this is John Shake Gaming on the mic signing off. But I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.